At the time for Journey's Interactive, Aisha Ibrahim is here. Hello, Aisha.
Hello, Israel. It's been a while.
Yeah.
But I'd like to find out what's your situation. I mean, your electricity supply situation is. Is it Dumso or Dumkra?
In my case, it's more like Dumkra.
Ouch. That's bad, isn't it?
But it's because there's a transformer that serves our area that's down.
That's down.
My only salvation is that I have solar.
You see, so how about you at home who don't have solar or a plant or generator or whatever? So you know how to join the conversation. It's on facebook.com/joynewsontv. On Twitter, it's at joynewsontv, and on WhatsApp, the number is on your screen. And tonight, we're asking the question, what is the electricity supply situation in your area? Because the energy minister says we are no longer, what we are experiencing now is not Dumkra, but he says that we may have to endure a little more because we are going to be having intermittent power outages. What do you make of the situation? So we hit, let's check out Facebook, because we put it on Facebook. Let's check out what you've been putting on Facebook. But Israel, this has generated a lot of controversy.
Well, yeah.
The minority is saying that no, I mean, the explanation the minister is giving is not true. And the IES come in to say, come on, want you to be upfront with us. Tell us the truth. You don't have money to pay your debt. That is the situation. Why are you lying about this? So it's been back and forth. But of course, tonight we're having Energy Minister Amewu on PM Express.
All right.
He'll be telling us whose story we should believe, we'll push him to tell us the truth, the situation.
I mean, but he's going to tell you his story.
He's going to tell us his story, but we're praying he doesn't do politics with it, because you can't do politics with energy issues. No, the situation will give you out. The situation will expose you. And so we put that on Facebook, and quite a number of comments are coming. Okay, so we're
going to get that pull that up. I mean, but there are a number of factors resulting, or for which reason we're having to go through, or we're going through. He is giving out some explanations, and he's largely discounted the claims by the fact that it has to do with money. But as you're saying, on PM Express tonight, we're going to try and get down to it and get to understand exactly what
the situation is.
Let's check out some comments on Facebook. Michael Amoa says, this is what happens when you take credit on what you didn't do anything about it. God is watching. Godwin says, you've always tried to take the honor when you know it's not by your doing, but when the bad happens and you're comparing and blaming others. You be there and do whatever you want. When the time comes, blame yourself. Nuwakpo says, cheap political propagandists, I didn't vote for your government for this needless speech. I voted for you to better my life, not to worsen it. Kwesi Boatianyepa says, just be truthful, apologize, and stop comparing your output with an administration which was labeled incompetent. That's behavior about politicians. It's very, very annoying and clear display of the intellectual dishonesty. I voted for MPP to solve my problems, but not to use NDC as the yardstick. And Mohamed Awal says, Honorable Jack was far better. This man is simply incompetent. Dean Duga says, they can take the live 5 times daily at where I am currently staying. What are we to appreciate? At least there was nothing like Dumso before you took power. Come to think of it, didn't you promise that your government will change everything and we don't experience anything like Dumso again? And Eric Asari, okay, let's move on. Sadat says, Mr. Umewu was just struggling to explain to Ghanaians why Dumso is back. He became a stammerer during the press conference. But the real question is yet to be answered by the government, whether reincarnation of Dumso is a technical problem or generation capacity issue or a financial problem. And David Bobby Singh says, intermittent power outage is Dumso. Where from Dumso cry? Masa. Can't say fufro.
And Lexi says, hey, Peter, we are finished. Okay, so he said, Mr. DJ, I would like to request Bobo. And you know what has happened about this Bobo thing? The fights about the ownership.
Bobo and Bobo.
Okay, so a few of your comments on WhatsApp. He says the electricity power is stable at Consombo and its environs. This one, he says, Electricity supply at my small district, Elembele, is very stable and good. And George, he says, my place in Hamley is very bad. I mean, very bad. And let's see what Collins is saying. He says, I'm in Bekwai and our electricity situation is doom so. And this one, he says, somebody should advise the minister to be careful about what he says in the new office. And from Ayisoba, he says, my honorable, fix the thing and stop pretending. Abba. And this one says, good afternoon, Aisha. Good evening, Aisha. I think it's not doom so because it's not a good thing to be experiencing that. Never again. Let's all think positive. And it's from Kwesi from Takrade. So those are some of your comments on WhatsApp. Bonsu from Nkwanta says, okay, so he doesn't really care about the situation. Wait till doom so catches you and you know whether you care. It's a bobo. Now let's check out on Relationship Friday, Wednesday, the question we put out there, because they Israel, I want to find out this from you, because people think that when you and your wife or your husband share the same room, it brings some kind of togetherness because you do everything together. There are those who also feel that, I mean, you need some privacy. So yeah, let's have different rooms. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't subscribe to that.
Sure.
All right. Because you're supposed to be, you're a couple. And at some point in time during the night, something can happen.
Something can happen.
To one of you.
One person.
The other person is supposed to be there for you.
Yeah, sure.
So if you're lying in separate rooms, something happens to you, and touch wood, something really bad happens. They're going to blame the other. Where were you?
Where were you?
Of course. Together
so
on the
you've
same
got
bed.
to do everything together. Together.
This privacy thing, where's this privacy thing coming from?
So we hit the streets and we ask this question. Let's check out what you've been saying.
No, it's not. I believe that as couples, as the name connotes, like you are now one flesh, and as such, you should be in one room and plan and think together, and I mean live life together. So it's not advisable for couples to have separate rooms.
Yes, I'll say yes, because in as much as you're married, you may have certain secret that one way or the other you should have privacy too. And this secret I'm talking about is not basically as in maybe keeping secret in a marriage, but maybe you are doing business, you have a lot of contract deals. Of course, having your own room could give you that kind of space to deal with certain of those things, yes.
No, I don't think it's right for couples to have separate rooms, because as a couple, you're supposed to be together, you do everything together. You're supposed to be in the same room together, discuss issues together. So, and if they are in separate rooms, it brings about separation and everything.
It's not good for couples to live in separate rooms, because as couples they need to be in the same room, think together, reason together, plan together how their future will be like, so that they'll have a good and successful marriage.
Okay, so...
All right, so the other thing you should consider is, I mean, I don't think that you're wealthy enough to want to have a separate room. So if it's you and you, your husband, your 3 kids, okay, and you're intending to have what? 4 bedrooms, just so the woman would have 1 bedroom to herself, that's a needless waste of resources. Because you could instead you could have 3 bedrooms, and then maybe the 4th becomes the guest bedroom. So I don't subscribe to it.
Of course, and a number of the people spoke to on the streets also alluded to the fact that, of course, it breeds corruption in marriage.
Wow. Okay, corruption is, I don't know. But let's get on Facebook. Belinda Dickey says, no, not at all. The husband and wife must be in the same room no matter what. What if something is happening to your wife in the other room? How would you know if she can't move? And brother says it's about time the Ministry for Information dissolves the station because they don't contribute to the country's development. Oh, like seriously? Okay, there are 5 replies there. Let's check out the 5 replies and that one, because I'm sure we would have some support. Abdul seconds it. Really? Let's see. Eject. Oh, really? Oh, how? We didn't get any support at all. This guy says we don't have a team. Who told you? All right. Ajay, are you assuming every marriage is a monogamy? If not, where I come from in Kumbungu, it is ideal for husbands and wives to have separate bedrooms.
Really?
Right? We'll say Daniel says, seriously, yes. Reason, there are times as a man you just want some privacy, but that is when the woman begins to repeat what she has said several times days back. Jamaica J says, it depends on your situation. If I'm a Muslim man with my four wives, do you expect all of us to stay in one room? Please reframe your question.
But that's an exception.
Ryan says, I care less. Even if you day for Tadi and I day Kumasi, I will come chop there. I will come there chop you at night. So far as I marry you, dear. Hey, why?
Hey.
Musa says, yes, they should have separate rooms. If the woman wants data, she would go to the man and bundle. And also, if the man wants to browse. But Jeremiah says, if married couples should have separate rooms, it defeats the marriage principle. That is 1 + 1 = 1. And it's very dangerous for married couples to have separate rooms.
Okay. So you had a lot of support there. And Burma Kwabaji from Ginny says, privacy for the way. There shouldn't be any secret once you're one, together forever. And that's Burma Kwabaji from Ginny. This one, he says, it's not appropriate to be separated, and it's from Abdul Halim. And okay, so this one from Kumasi, who's talking about what he says, this is not what the Bible tells us. And Nazi says, I'm speaking from Bekwai. Okay, he's talking about electricity in Bekwai. That is very bad. And this one says, live, drink, sleep, eat, bath, and popo together. Stay safe. Prince Sunyani is sending that message. This one says, we love, okay, thank you very much for the compliment. And this one says, if they have separate rooms, then what is the essence of marriage? So it looks like people really don't buy into that idea. He says, Master, sharing is caring. We'll go do everything together. If I'm hungry at night, what will I do? And it's coming from Chemical. So if you're hungry at night, Israel, you know what to do. You go for your bundle and you two go for your browsing. Period. And
if you're hungry, you go to the kitchen and get food.
You go to the kitchen and get food. It's a and that's how we end the interactive segments. My name is Aisha Brandon.